National Guard troops appear in Washington, D.C. as mayor rejects Trump's authoritarian push. U.S. National Guard troops have begun appearing on the streets of Washington, D.C., a day after President Donald Trump deployed the troops to the city and took control of its police force as he argued violent crime was out of control. Armored vehicles were spotted at urban centers and tourist sites around the U.S. Capitol on Tuesday evening. Officials have said that 800 National Guard troops are expected to be deployed, as well as 500 federal law enforcement agents. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, a Democrat who has denied crime is out of control in her city, described the troop deployment as an authoritarian push. Trump, a Republican, has also threatened similar deployments against New York and Chicago, two other cities controlled by Democrats. He has said crime is on the rise in the cities, including in Washington, D.C., although analysis by BBC Verify suggests a different trend in D.C. Violent offenses fell after peaking in 2023, and in 2024 they hit their lowest level in 30 years, according to figures published by Washington, D.C.'s Metropolitan Police MPD. They are continuing to fall. According to preliminary data for 2025, violent crime overall is down 26% this year, compared to the same point in 2024, and robbery is down 28%. According to the MPD, is crime in Washington, D.C. out of control, as Trump claims. The camouflage troops have been trickling into the U.S. Capitol since Trump's announcement on Monday. They have been seen erecting barricades outside several government buildings and taking photos with tourists. 23 people were arrested by federal agents on Monday night, according to White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. The agents are aiding local law enforcement, she said. The arrests were for homicide, gun offenses, drug dealing, lewd acts, stalking, reckless driving, and other crimes. This is only the beginning, said Leavitt. Over the course of the next month, the Trump administration will relentlessly pursue and arrest every violent criminal in the district who breaks the law, undermines public safety, and endangers law-abiding Americans, FBI Director Kash Patel later said. FBI agents were involved in around half of those arrests. On Wednesday, Patel said 43 arrests had been made as of Wednesday morning. U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia Jeanine Pirro warned on X that anyone who assaults an officer will be prosecuted. In a video she posted to the platform, she said an individual who had thrown a Subway sandwich at a police officer was facing a serious charge. This guy thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today, because we charged him with a felony, she said. Both the mayor of Washington and the city's police chief said earlier in the day they shared the same goal as the federal agents. What I'm focused on is the federal surge and how to make the most of the federal officers that we have, Bowser said after a meeting on Tuesday with U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Metropolitan Police Department Chief Pamela Smith said, "We know that we have to get illegal guns off of our streets, and if we have this influx of enhanced presence, we know that it's going to make our city even better." But at a town hall on Tuesday night, the mayor sharpened her criticism of Trump. Bowser called on community members to protect our city, to protect our autonomy, to protect our home rule, and get to the other side of this guy. Make sure we elect a Democratic House so that we have a backstop to this authoritarian push. According to the New York Times, it comes as a manhunt was launched for an armed assailant who killed a man on Monday night in Logan Circle, one of Washington, D.C.'s trendiest neighborhoods. Just a mile from the White House, it was the 100th homicide recorded in Washington, D.C. this year, according to local media. Police say the suspect was last seen wearing a black shirt and carrying a rifle. The shooting prompted U.S. Secret Service to bolster security outside the president's home as a precaution. Despite crime figures showing a decrease in violent offenses, D.C. Police Union Chairman Greg Pemberton has said the city police department is deliberately falsifying crime data, creating a false narrative of reduced crime while communities suffer. FBI data has also indicated a drop in crime in Washington, D.C. Last year, a more modest decrease of 9%. Studies suggest the capital's homicide rate is higher than average compared with other major U.S. cities.